Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.Exchange. What a fantastic week last week. Nifty rallied about 400 points. The entire 400 point rally came only on Friday. If you leave Friday and then Monday to Thursday, the markets were just consolidating. On 5th of August, due to the Japan market crash, Nifty opened gap down from 24,700 to 24,400. In fact, slightly below 24,400, 24,350, something like that. And then after that, market continued to trade weak. As and when there was an attempt to recovery, that 24,350 to 24,400, that acted as a resistance. So that was the first resistance. So earlier I told you, if that resistance is taken out, then the next target is 24,700. That's because it's called gap filling in technical. So gap down from 24,700 and trade for a long time, then that gap will be filled at least once. That's what the technical people believe. That may not happen all the time, but at least 90% of the time that happens. So that gap filling will happen only when Nifty touches 24,700. So therefore, the next resistance is at 24,700, which is just hardly about 120 points, just 0.5%. So that's not a big deal. But then the real resistance comes at the recent all-time high, around 25,000. Right? But on the downside, for the last few weeks, I've been saying the same, not forget about last few weeks. I think since July series beginning, I've been saying the same thing. Market expected to trade between 24,000 and 25,000. 24,000 is a support, 25,000 is the resistance. So Nifty has been trading in this range for the past 6-7 weeks. So last week also I said the same thing, and this week also I'm going to say the same thing. But only difference between last week and this week, last week, Nifty was trading closer to the lower end of the trading range. That means it was a negative bias. And now, Nifty has decisively taken out 24,400, the gap down number on August 5. And second thing, now decisively closed about 24,500, which is the midpoint of the range, 24,000 to 25,000. So therefore, now markets, although I'm saying the same 24,000 to 25,000, but now markets are trading with a positive bias. Last week it was negative bias, but this week it's a positive bias. So that is the change in the view. Now, honestly, I tell you, I'm not comfortable with this kind of a rally. There is nothing, very good on the ground. Going forward, there's going to be state elections in 4 states and 5 assembly constituencies in Uttar Pradesh. There will be by-election. Then in November, US election. So there are a lot of political uncertainty going forward. And therefore, markets are rallying like this, especially after a very bad budget. And after FII selling 45,000 crores since budget, after FII selling 1.25 lakh crores since the beginning of this year, market continued to rally. There is only one reason for that. It is a huge money that is flowing into the mutual funds. And the mutual funds are supporting. So looks like, there may be a selling exertion by FIIs. So then one more leg of the rally will come. And then, so that will suck into all the bulls, right? And then only some correction might come. That correction is going to be, I'll tell you, I will not be surprised if the correction is a brutal one. And from now to December, right? So that is my view. So for short term, it is again 24,000 to 25,000. And this week, there are no important economic data. I think some inflation data in Europe, some housing data in US, then FOMC meeting minutes, then Fed chairman will be talking. So these are all some of the issues, but then nothing is very big because now everybody knows what is going to happen. the Fed chairman may indicate, 50 basis point or 0.5% rate cut in September meeting. So that's a possibility. So the view is the same, 24,000 to 25,000, but instead of a negative bias last week, now we change our view to a positive bias. And then moreover, there are only about 9 more trading sessions. The time value will help, option writers to make some money, and things will be okay, right? Unless something major event happens, unknown events. I don't think that anything is going to happen in this market. So the markets will be at some point of time, it will take out the 25,000, but I'm not expecting that to happen in this series. So stock wise, nowadays I try to avoid talking about the stocks. Somehow I feel that, the banking stocks may outperform. So let us see what is going to happen in this week. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.